संगम एज. Sangam refers to the confluence of Sangam, inverted comma में Sangam. Sangam refers to the confluence of poets. Confluence of poets. These Sangam assemblies or means Sangam assemblies means the assemblies of poets, oblique assemblies of poets. Sangam means itself assembly. These assembly of poets were patronized by Pandyas, patronized by Pandya rulers. Patronized by Pandya rulers. And the period you have written, na? Period is? Very good. 300 BC to 300 AD. और यहीं पे like this question has been asked by UPSC, you can write here. Compilation period of Sangam literature. Compilation period of Sangam literature. 300 AD to 600 AD. 300 AD to 600 AD. Compilation period of Sangam literature. Compilation period of Sangam literature. Okay. So, compilation, composition, you know na, on the very first day. Kajal, what is different between composition and compilation? शुरू की क्लास की थी या नहीं की थी? नहीं की थी. ये तो सबसे आसान जवाब है. नहीं नहीं की थी तो वीडियो देखना चाहिए. बताइए. ये मैथ के स्टूडेंट हैं, जरूर बताएंगे. बताइए जी. राम, कितना अच्छा नाम है. बताइए. Composition and compilation. What is the difference between composition and compilation? क्लास में किए थे या नहीं किए थे राम? तो बताइए. आप बताइए. नेक्स्ट चारू. चले आप बताइए. कंपोजिशन, कंपाइलेशन. ये फैक्ट नहीं याद है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. समझ रहे हैं ना? फैक्ट मैंने बोला भी याद कब करना है? एग्जाम के समय में, है ना? अगले साल मई में एग्जाम देना है. जिनको देना है मार्च से शुरू करिए. मार्च, अप्रैल, मई. बट कॉन्सेप्ट ना वंस ना इट इज बिल्ट फॉर एवर. क्या नाम है आपका? आप थे शुरू में क्लास में? बताइए. कंपोजिशन, कंपाइलेशन. ठीक है. एग्जैक्ट नहीं बता पाए. शाहिल, अब नाम सही हो गया. बताइए. यस. ये अभी जो 3 एक्स्ट्रा क्लास हुई है, क्यों हुई है? इसलिए हुई है कि 3 दिन हम लोग यही समझे थे. नहीं तो हम शुरू किया होता, है ना, आईबीसी से. उसके बाद भी अगर क्लैरिटी नहीं है तो अगर मैं आईबीसी से पढ़ा के निकल गया होता तो क्या होता? हाँ जी. क्या नाम है, मैं भूल रहा हूँ. हाँ आप बताइए. हाँ. कंपोजिशन एंड कंपाइलेशन. हिंदी में क्या बोलेंगे? कंपोजिशन मीन्स रचना. कंपाइलेशन मीन्स संकलन. कंपाइलेशन मीन्स संकलन और इसमें क्रिएशन, रचना. क्या अंतर है रचना और संकलन में? नहीं तो बनाना लिखना एक बात हो गई कि अलग अलग बात हो गई? लिखना अलग बात हो गई, बनाना अलग बात हो गई. नहीं हुआ कि नहीं? तो बताइए आकाश. उलट दिए सीधे. आप बताइए स्नेहा. कंपोजिशन एंड कंपाइलेशन. हम्म. हम्म. पिटाई लगाना पड़ेगा आप लोगों का। ठीक है, अब क्या बोले हम? अभी हिंदी में भी समझा दिए। एक का मतलब रचना करना, कोई क्रिएट करना। एक का मतलब कंपाइल करना, संकलन करना। कंपाइलेशन बिना स्क्रिप्ट के हो ही नहीं सकता है। स्क्रिप्ट चाहिए ना कंपाइल करने के लिए। तो वैदिक लिटरेचर का कंपोजिशन हुआ था वैदिक एज में कि कंपाइलेशन हुआ था? कंपोजिशन हुआ था। कंपाइलेशन 600 बीसी से हुआ। तो उसी तरह से संगम लिटरेचर का कंपोजिशन संगम एज में हुआ, कंपाइलेशन देखिए बाद वाले पीरियड में हुआ। इसलिए तो यूपीएससी ने पूछा है। गेटिंग द पॉइंट? सो संगम एज फ्रॉम 300 बीसी टू 300 एडी, बट कंपाइलेशन हैपेंड लेटर ऑन। सो 300 एडी टू 600 इट हैपेंड लेटर ऑन। तो ये हम कंपाइलेशन की बात करें। नोट करिए फुट नोट में, कंपोजिशन मीन्स टू क्रिएट, कंपाइलेशन मीन्स टू डॉक्यूमेंट। लिखने को कंपाइलेशन कहते हैं, और लिखने के लिए स्क्रिप्ट जरूरी है। कंपोजिशन और कंपाइलेशन। कंपाइलेशन मैंने संकलन, है ना, कोई चीज को डॉक्यूमेंट करना, स्क्रिप्ट चाहिए उसके लिए। ठीक है, संगम एज क्लियर हो गया? राम क्लियर हुआ? बताइए क्या क्लियर हुआ? हम बताएं वही हुआ। ओके, सो अब संगम एज के बारे में या किसी भी एज के बारे में हिस्ट्री तो किस पे आधारित होती है? हिस्ट्री इज ऑल अबाउट सोर्सेज। तो सबसे ज्यादा सोर्सेज इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो लिटरेरी सोर्सेज, लिटरेरी सोर्सेज। आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्स, लिटरेरी सोर्सेज एंड आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्स। टेल मी व्हाट विल बी द आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्सेज ऑफ संगम एज? आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्स में क्या क्या होता है, क्या क्या हो सकता है? हाँ, क्वाइंस हो सकते हैं। वेरी गुड, क्वाइंस। हाँ, आर्किटेक्ट अगर होंगे तो यहां पे हम लिखेंगे एक्सकावेटेड मटेरियल, एक्सकावेटेड रिमेन्स, एक्सकावेटेड रिमेन्स। पॉटरी होगा कि नहीं? पॉटरी एंड other sources. Literary source is very very important. Okay, literary sources. So one important literary source is Indica also. Megasthenes has mentioned the Sangam people in Indica, Indica of Megasthenes. अच्छा, यहां पे अभी हम लोग चर्चा किए थे ना इन द वेरी बिगिनिंग, व्हाट? सेकेंड मेजर रॉक एडिक्ट ऑफ अशोका, सेकेंड मेजर रॉक एडिक्ट ऑफ अशोका, सेकेंड मेजर रॉक एडिक्ट ऑफ अशोका। ओके, second major rock edict of Ashoka. Now literary sources, Indica is important, and then Sangam literature, Sangam literature means the literature which would be coming from Sangamaj. Sangama means assembly of poets. When we talk about Sangam literature, so how many sangams, how many poets assemblies happened, it is not exactly mentioned. No, there is exaggeration in the commentaries. No? Commentaries later on, commentaries were written, and there is exaggeration also, means continuously Sangam would be taking place. But somewhere in commentaries we mentioned that there are 3 Sangamas. How many Sangam? 3 Sangams. Sangams means assembly of poets. In the first Sangam, we'll be writing this later on, don't worry. First Sangam, there is nothing survived. Means whatever composed, gone forever. Second Sangam, there is only one book survived, that is Tolka PM. Tolka PM. Or better to say, Tolka PM. So Tolka PM is Tamil Vyakaran. This is the first book written in Tamil, Tolka PM. Written by Tolka PR. Tolka PR. First Tamil Vyakaran. Literary sources, Sangam literature. So, Tolka PR, and Tolka PR was the disciple of Rishi Agastya. Rishi Agastya. Getting the point? So, first Sangam, nothing survived. Second Sangam, Tolka PM. First Tamil text or first Tamil Vyakaran. And the third Sangam, we find that there were 2 important creation that is known as Pethinane Male Kanakku. Pethinane Male Kanakku and Pethinane Keel Kanakku. So take down, write down Sangam literature. Inside the Sangam literature, first Tolka PM. Inside the Sangam literature, Vedic literature, you know na? The same thing, Sangam literature. The first one is Tolka PM, Tamil Vyakaran. Tolka PM, first one, Tolka PM. And the second one is, means in the third Sangam, there are these books available. Pethinane Male Kanakku. Pethinane Male Kanakku. Write down. Pethinane Male Kanakku. Pethinane Keel Kanakku. Pethinane Male Kanakku. Pethinane Keel Kanakku. Okay. These are Tamil literature that were composed in third Sangam. Third, you can say assemblies of poet. Pethinane Male Kanakku, Pethinane Keel Kanakku. Pethinane Male Kanakku means 18 major works. 18 major works. Pethinane Male Kanakku means 18 major works. 18 major work. And Pethinane Keel Kanakku means 18 minor works. 18 minor works. Major, minor, you know na? Content wise. Major work and minor work. Pethinane Male Kanakku 18 major works. Pethinane Keel Kanakku 18 minor works. Now these Pethinane Male Kanakku means which are 18 major works. They are narrative literature. Take down here. Narrative literature. So narrative literature means descriptive literature. Na? Narrative, descriptive literature. Descriptive literature. Descriptive literature and what? Or narrative. Narration. And this, see here, like you can, for remembering the things, kill means pinching something. ठीक है? So pinching मतलब teachings, ना? Teachings of these scholars. So this is didactic literature. Didactic, उपदेशात्मक, उपदेश. पहला क्या है? वर्णनात्मक है, डिस्क्रिप्टिव है. दूसरा उपदेशात्मक है, डायडेक्टिक है. They are didactic in nature, they are narrative, descriptive in nature. Sangam literature means the outcome of the third Sangama could be divided into two parts. Outcome result. Pethinane, male Kanakku Pethinane, Kil Kanakku. Pethinane, male Kanakku means 18 major works. Pethinane, Kil Kanakku means 18 minor work. This is narrative and this is didactic. Now, this Pethinane, male Kanakku could be divided into two parts. Pethinane, male Kanakku could be divided into two parts. Pattu Pattu. Pattu Pattu means 10 ideals. 10 ideals. Pattu Pattu. 10 ideals. And Etu Togai. Etu Togai means 8 anthologies. Anthologies. 10 plus 8, 18. 18 major work that is comprised of Pattu Pattu. 10 ideals. Ideals means, is there anybody from English literature here? No. Ideals means a kind of poetry writing, long poetries. So, in Western countries, ideals means writing narrative poetries. Narrative poetries. Mean description of landscape means the sceneries of Tamil region. Description, how the beautiful place is there. And the other description. So, 10 ideals long poems. Descriptive long poems. 8 anthology. 8 anthology means compilation. Means this is also narrative because both are the part of narrative. So 8 anthologies. So the 18 major work could be divided into Pattu Pattu and Etu Togai. And inside the 18 minor work means Kil Kanakku. Inside the 18 minor work means there are 18 different compilation. The most important one is Tirukural. Tirukural. Written by Tiruvalluvar. Written by Tirukural. Written by Tiruvalluvar. This is the part of Pethinane Kil Kanakku. Tirukural. Tiruvalluvar. THIRUVALLUVAR. Tiruvalluvar. 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 ओके हाँ कुछ प्रॉब्लम आया था उसमें. ओके सो है ना 18 मेजर वर्क. हाँ तिरुकुरल THIRUKKURL Tirukural written by Tiruvalluvar. See, this is very important word Tiru, which is also pronounced that as a Thiru. Tiruvananthapuram. सुना है ना Tiruvananthapuram. Tiruvalluvar. Tirutakatevar. तो Tiru means respected. Tiru means जैसे श्रीमद् भागवत गीता बोलते हैं ना, श्रीमद् भागवत गीता. So that's why this is very important. महोदय, Mr. Thiru, respected person, Thiru or Tiru. Tiruvalluvar, Sriman Valluvar. So one example of this one, which one? Kil Kanakku is Tirukural written by Tiruvalluvar. Is it okay? Now along with these, Male Kanakku, Kil Kanakku, Male Kanakku means Pattu Pattu and Etu Togai. Kil Kanakku means teachings, didactic. The most best or important example is Tiruvalluvar, Tirukural. And then along with these 3 epics are there, 3 epics, 3 Tamil epics. of Sangam age. 3 Tamil epics. So some would be written in Sangam age, some after that, means not written, composed based on that 3 epics. So one is Silpadikaram. Silpadikaram. Second is Mani Mekhalai. Mani Mekhalai. And third is Jivak Chintamani. Jivak Chintamani. So these 3 books, there sometimes there are 5 epics supposed to be, but 3 are the most important. Silpadikaram, Mani Mekhalai, Sivak Chintamani और जीवक चिंतामणि. Silpadikaram, Mani Mekhalai, Jivak Chintamani. Okay. Now this is very important book, Silpadikaram, written by Alango Adigal. Alango Adigal. Alango Adigal was basically a brother of Sen Gutwan. Sen, you can write it, brother of Sen Gutwan, the famous Chera king. Sen Gutwan, the famous Chera king. Sen Gutwan. Alango Adigal was the brother of Sen Gutwan. This is the name, famous Chera ruler. No. Silpadikaram is written by Alango Adigal, his brother of this man, Sen Gutwan. Because he was the king, na? That's why we are making reference. Silpadikaram was written by Alango Adigal, who was the brother of Sen Gutwan, the famous Chera king, Chera dynasty king. Chera king. Silpadikaram. Somewhere you can get Silpadigaram, means K would be replaced by G. Why? Because of the variation in the pronunciation of Tamil language, English language and other languages. So proper nouns spelling would be always a bit different. Silpadikaram. Now Silpadikaram means tail of anklet. Tail of anklet. Story of anklet. Anklet means payal, pajeb. So tail of anklet. Tail of anklet. Silpadikaram, written by Alango Adigal. Basically what happened that there was a elite person, merchant Kovalan and Kannagi. Kannagi was wife of Kovalan, but there is a third person, Madhvi, was a courtesan, means court dancer, courtesan. So, Kovalan, Kannagi and Madhvi was a court dancer or courtesan. Now, Kovalan was married to Kannagi, but having the marital alliance, means extramarital alliance, means with whom? Madhvi. This is the story. Triangle is there in the story. Now, what happened that one day he was traveling, Kovalan, and so trader of the town, he did the conspiracy and Kovalan was executed. He was given the death sentence. But he was not the guilty. But it was said that he was the thief of this anklet, royal anklet. And so this, he was executed, and due to this, now Kannagi, she, you can say, burnt herself, and that's why her immolation would be bringing regret to the king. And due to this regret, basically, there is a Patni cult. Patni cult. which is also known as Kannagi worship. Kannagi worship. So, due to the regret on the part of the king because he had done blunder, he started Patni cult or wife worship, na Patni, wife worship or Kannagi worship. Now, out of the love between Kovalan and Madhvi, female child came, then known as Mani Mekalai. So Mani Mekalai is the story of the daughter of Kovalan and Madhvi. Mani Mekalai is the story of, write down, the daughter of Kovalan and Madhvi. Mani Mekalai. It is the story of daughter of Kovalan and Madhvi, the quotation. Daughter of Kovalan and Madhvi, the courtesan or the royal dancer, who becomes nun later on, Buddhist nun, who becomes Buddhist nun later on. So Mani Mekalai is the story of Madhvi. Silpadikaram is the story of anklet. So these two things. Now Mani Mekalai has been written by Chatnar, Chitalai Chatnar, Chitalai Chatnar or Chatnar, Chitalai, Chitalai or Shitalai, Chatnar or Chatnar. This is the writer of Mani Mekalai. Mani Mekalai. So he will be Buddhist, Buddhist author. Who? Chitalai Chatnar. Okay. Now, next one is Shivak Chintamani or Jivak Chintamani. Jivak Chintamani, Tiru Takka Tevar, written by Tiru Takka Tevar. He was a Jain author. Tiru Takka Tevar. Was a Jain author. Tiru Takka, you can write double K. Tiru Takka Tevar, he was the writer of Jivak Chintamani. Tiru Takka Tevar was the author of Jivak Chintamani. He was a Jain author. Jain author.